Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm starting a new show where I aim to provide the best explanation about Counter-Strike and skins. Throughout this series, my focus is to present objective information in the simplest way possible so that even people unfamiliar with CS2 skins can grasp the concepts, and even those who don't speak English as their first language. Today's topic is the float, also known as the wear of CS2 skins. You may have noticed that CS2 skins come in various wear conditions: factory new, minimal wear, field tested, well worn, and battle scarred. These conditions represent the quality of the skin's paint job, with factory new being the best and battle scar being the worst in most cases. The wear of a CS2 skin is also determined by its float number, which you can see when you inspect a weapon and view the wear rating. This float number is always a real number and always is somewhere between 0 and 1. To better understand the float, let's imagine an axis. This line represents the float of a random CS2 skin, starting at 0 and ending at 1. The axis is divided into 5 distinct categories. Factory new ranges from 0 float to 0.07. Minimal wear ranges from 0.07 to 0.15 float. Field tested ranges from 0.15 to 0.38. Well worn ranges from 0.38 to 0.45, and lastly battle scar ranges from 0.45 to 1. These categories are always within these limits, meaning they can never be larger, but they can be smaller due to certain skin float limitations. For example, let's consider a pair of CS2 gloves, the Specialist Gloves Crimson Web. Their float range is different from the default one. It starts at 0.06 float and goes up to 0.80 float. This means that obtaining factory new gloves is incredibly rare, as the factory new category only exists between 0.06 and 0.07 in this particular case. Similarly, the battle scarred category for this item is also limited from 0.45 to 0.8. You can find these float limitations on any skin by using tools like CSGO Stash. This kind of float limitations is quite common, but they vary from skin to skin. For the gloves, in general, it's about the same, but for other skins, it may vary. For example, this Karambit Doppler can exist from 0 float only till 0.08, meaning it mostly exists in factory new, and in extremely rare cases, it can also be minimal wear. You can especially see that based on the total number of this skin that exists in each float category. The float of CSGO skins is generated according to a bell curve, and this is really important. For example, unboxing gloves in factory new condition is extra rare due to this distribution, significantly impacting the prices for each category. A field tested glove may cost around 234, a minimal wear one nearly 578. And now just take a second, pause the video and try to guess how much the factory new currently costs. $1,830. This is because of the extra rarity added by this bell curve distribution, and the fact that the float is capped from 0.06 to 0.07, making it insanely hard to get factory new gloves. That's why they're so expensive. Some of them, like this one right here, reaches over $50,000 in factory new currently. And yeah, I know, it's crazy, but that's just how it works. Within the same float category, the price can also vary based on the specific float value. For example, these gloves right here, they all have a pretty high field tested float, and because of that, they are the cheapest field tested Crimson Web gloves that you can get at $234. But then the same glove that has a float of 0.23 is worth $275. And if we go to an even lower float of 0.15, we're still in the field tested category, right? But the price for the cheapest 0.15 float glove is $377, almost double the price of the high float field tested ones. The way that I found the price for each of these floats was by using buff163 and just sorting the float by category. you can do that yourself easily. Also, quick reminder that if you need buff balance for buff 163, you can message me on Discord and I might be able to provide it to you. For a while I wasn't selling it, but now I'm slowly starting to provide it to clients again, so if you need some, you can contact me on Discord. It should be down in the description, my server, and from there you can find me. CSGO skin floats can also be super low or super high. Both of those versions deserve a lot of overpay, and when we are approaching either one of those float limitations, it becomes many times more rare and expensive, because of that bell curve distribution in particular. Additionally, certain floats can change the design of weapon skins. For instance, an Op Asimov and low float ballast card looks a little bit up, but still ordinary. Though, as the float increases to 0.85 and higher, it is still battle scarred, but the design of the scope changes, becoming darker and rare, thus increasing its value by quite a lot. Design changes like this can also be seen in such items as the classic knife Crimson Web, M4A1S Night Terror, and many other skins. If you know more skins that change the design with float, write them down in the comments so that other people can also learn about them. To sum it up, understanding CS2 skin floats involves understanding float limitations, the bell curve distribution, overpay for low and high floats, which in my opinion is the most important one, the impact of super low and super high floats, and the potential design changes based on float values. So now you are equipped with the knowledge to make informed decisions and navigate the exciting world of CSGO skins. Of course, I didn't talk about every single float limitation that exists, or every single pattern change based on the float, but I hope that this video helps you understand CS2 skin floats on an intermediate level. You can also learn how to determine overpay based on low float by watching this other tutorial I have on my channel. Link is in the description. I hope you found this video useful. If so, then please drop a like, because for every single like, I get another 10 views on my video, so it helps a lot. Thank you for watching, and may Lord Gaben bless you with some stonks. See you soon.